Hello, Northstar here with another Mount and Blade Warband Let's Play. For those new to my channel, welcome. I'm somewhat out of it due to my long COVID, which I'm disabled with, and a hike I went on recently, which I get severe post-exertional malaise, so even after a very easy, fairly flat hike, it's necessary to prevent myself from being completely deconditioned, but it can also be harmful if I overdo it. Sometimes can even do permanent muscle damage. Long COVID is a terrible disease. One many people don't understand. Long COVID, do you have a COVID infection? No, long COVID is a post-viral condition. For someone who's not versed in pre this, post that. Post means after. So after you get better from a coronavirus infection, you never really get better as in become healthy, and you have lasting, what actually ends is you with long COVID is often start to feel better for a day or two, and then you'll get symptoms again, but it won't be of a coronavirus infection anymore. It'll be symptoms that will be with you the rest of your life quite often. Some studies that claimed otherwise, people get better, but that was actually just people stopped coming to doctors. That's not getting better. Poorly designed study. I have a background in research, and yeah, I'm qualified to say this. And this was actually a criticism of this article. It was dismissed by people in the field who are more careful. I'm referring to a particular article, I should say, that spread this myth that people just spontaneously get better. It happens, but rarely, drastically overrepresented. Like, in reality, it might be maybe a quarter of the time at most. Anyways, I'm playing this game. It is a medieval role-playing game. I suggest, if you have not seen this series before, coming back to the start. I'm here in the city of Curaw. Music's better. I'll do a round in the arena while I talk here. Keep you guys a little bit entertained. Guess I've never done one here before. Oh, there's... Yeah, he knows where the tournaments are. Sargoth and Uxcall. I'll have to remember. I keep forgetting to ask them. These games, though, they're war games, and... Sorry, I'm taking a sip of my coffee and talking. It might sound strange to say, but I'm a pacifist. I mean, games can be getting out the aggression that's in all people, I do believe. So that, you know, you're not inclined to support pointless wars and such in real life. It can also be just, unfortunately, game designers like to create violent games because they're easy to program. Oh, well, I took down 3 opponents before I fell. I'm not what you might say if you've ever played Stellaris and there's an ethics system. A fanatic pacifist, I am not. I don't think violence is never justified, but it should always be a tool of last resort. It often does more harm than good. In the story of this game, you got these warring kingdoms, they'll pretty much never come to peace unless the player eventually either causes one kingdom to win or declares himself a king and conquers all the other kingdoms. Sometimes violence can be justified is that we might live in peace. That is actually trying to create a just, sustainable peace. That is, I'll be frank though, very rarely what the empires in our world actually do when they fight. Wars which are ultimately not fought for what's right or what's sustainable or a better future. They're fought usually at the behest of very rich, spoiled, powerful people, only interested in their own wealth. and power. Many of the games, though, I play are, well, quite violent empire builders, RPGs like this. I think it's important to point out. I'm actually something of a pacifist. That may be hard to believe, even since I was in ROTC at one time. U.S. Army ROTC, and you might think, what, you condemn war? I do. It was never thinking that wars were just. It was trying to get some young men and women back alive from these unjust wars that should never have happened in the first place. Trying to provide better leadership. That was my intention. Anyways, the fact that it helped me maybe escape traps of abuse and poverty that I've been trapped in for reasons beyond my control, such as shitty family. There's a nice side benefit, but if, you know, my doing this somehow led to wars that wouldn't have happened otherwise, of course I would have never. Never done it. It's too fast. Or I'm just too slow. That's enough of that. Anyways. Uxkhal and Sargoth. There's Uxkhal. Where the heck is Sargoth? It's not nearby. It'll probably be, the turn may be over by the time I get there. Ah. That's closer to Uxkhal. It's Nordlands, but I think Nords at war with the Rhodoks. Yep. I'm a mercenary for the Rhodoks right now. I don't know, maybe there's a shorter way to bring peace to this land. And it's a game, as I said. I'll do things that are evil in a game that I would never do in real life. So. I'm here. Maybe someone... There's a lot of lords in one place. There's a very good chance one of them has a quest for me. Because right now it's just getting these taxes and spearmen. It was it was lent recruits and some money. I wanted to collect taxes from a village. It's kind of paying those lords back, and I do have to go to Swadian lands and deliver a message. Excuse me. Ah! Come on, this Noyan guy. You didn't like that I gave charity? Make him actually like me. They're doing tasks for him less valuable. My fame runs before him. He's quite a bit more famous than I am. He's got more renown anyways. I apologize if I did one of those words twice. Yeah. One more guy. Starting to build reputation. Interesting. So I've got iron fish to sell elsewhere. Both cheaply bought. Can't go to Nordlands. Could see if Sells well here. Nope. Does not. Votes of Sambuja, maybe. Cheap grain. Pay well for iron, but they don't have enough money. Ooh. Pay well for some of the fish. Fish for grain. Make out quite well. Profit. Top of that. Stat moves a bit faster. With more of the Kirgit skirmishers. So I'll upgrade one of those guys, even though it slows the and getting enough XP to upgrade the other two. I guess I'll try and make my way to Rivaden and Uxkhal. The tournament could be interesting. Ah, fish sells. Iron sells. Quite well. There's nothing I can buy here. It's getting quite difficult to sustain just the wages of my army. 66 for cheese. Probably sell that Rivaden for more. Barely. I'll need to either buy some productive enterprises or get a fief soon. Or just go into a battle and lose some men. A feast at Colmar Castle that I've been invited to. Must be because my reputation is starting to grow. More grain. Yeah, it is a shame so many of the games are violent. I don't know. I do enjoy SimCity 4, but the base game is not quite good enough. I play it with mods last I played, and I haven't gone around to reinstalling mods. That's always not a violent game. This village has been overrun by bandits. Should probably maybe upgrade people. Maybe. Go into battle. Serenade horsemen are very cost ineffective. Sword Sister is more cost effective. There's any chance of any of these recruits getting drawn to the fight. Game doesn't seem to do it purely by order. You know, footmen. And they'll become skirmishers later. Attack the bandits. Reinforcements have arrived. Couldn't turn fast enough to... Ooh. They arrived on horses. I wasn't expecting... horse guy. Really wish that I need to get a sword that character doesn't try and stab people with. Bastard sword is not a stabbing sword. Stabbing sword is like, well, a Roman gladius is an example of stabbing sword. Not designed to slash, but to stab. But longer swords, they're slashing swords. Which, by the way, if you know anything about Roman history and later Roman history, they actually switched from stabbing to slashing swords as industrial development and metallurgy improved to the point that they could manufacture larger numbers of longer blades that wouldn't break. So I lost the camp defender, or a camp defender, not sinking sword sister. I lost a camp defender and a serenade horseman. Not bad. And I'll gain some honor refusing to take the reward. It's bad enough I have to go in and kill all these bandits. I don't need to take what little they have. Ooh, Dareem's having a tournament now. What little the villagers have, that is. Oh, that's exceedingly cheap bread. I'm going to certainly sell that for profit somewhere. Starting to run a little low in grain, so I'll buy one. Alright. Join the tournament. The town has no garrison, really? Place a small 5 dinar bet on myself. Not willing to risk much. Ooh. Thank you. I'm useless as a foot archer. Now, victory is assured. One. It's like, when it gets warmer, you get like insects. Like, we're in blankets and stuff, and no problem. And they get more active. I don't know. This guy is a heavily armored knight. With an axe. He's preparing a swing, so he should, in theory. Yep. I have to lower his guard for a moment. Oh yeah, that does leave him. If you hit him, you interrupt his attack. Again, stop making me a foot archer. I'm not good at it. I don't want to deliver damage. Best chance here is to get this guy off, or gal, off their horse. A little easier if I can get a better weapon. Like this. Darn it. Oh, one anyways. Sometimes pricing the attack like that works. By the way, series I might do soon. Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri, Civilization 4, quite possibly Fall from Heaven 2 mod, and An Age of Wonders 3 single player campaign, and maybe the story one that I've already been working on in addition to the multiplayer. Just thought I'd get that out there. Anyone interested? Oh, I'm on horseback. If I can knock this guy. Cavalry. Oop, I didn't mean to take the horse down, but I suppose it doesn't matter. I mean to do. Counts for little sometimes. This guy has a lance. No, that's an axe. Axe to grind. Just gonna have to take down the horse. Sucks, but poor horsey. My reflexes that slow today? I mean, I know it took a lot out of me doing that hike, but this is not working. Alright, what can I find on maybe one of the fallen? And I need a lance for the reach if I can find. Die with a lance. Nope. Axe, that's even worse. Two-handed sword would be good. On horseback, I could use that quite well. Oh, that guy had a bow. Looks like he fell with it, so. Okay. Can I pick it up? Yes, I can. Picked up practice bow, but none of the arrows. I need to get an arrow. Or there we go. Now you guys are screwed. One of these guys has a two-handed sword, no shield, so he's an easy target. Katrin? My companion? She was... get that in a second. Forget the key to drop a weapon is G. Yep. Where did she fell? Ah! I hate this. It's so freaking hard to get a horse to stop galloping like the only thing that matters is movement. Game controls are not great. Keyboards are not ideal for this kind of thing. It's not responsive enough. Also, I slightly up the mouse sensitivity. Very slightly. I'm really tired. Oof. Darn it. Damn it. Oh, well. That could have worked better. I am slow on the draw when I day after hike like this. There's Metheld. There's a hired blade like the one that knocked me unconscious. There's a second floor here. Someone's up here. Ransom broker and a scald. Oh well. Lost a mere 5 dinars. I had a chance at victory. I just screwed it up there. In fact, I had very good odds. I should have just kept my distance. That stupid foot soldier might have even broken down his shield. Or I could dismount and intentionally fought him in melee. Either way. Darn it. No profit to be made off the pork there. Oh, those pay well for bread. I should sell them this one. Tashdahar, whatever. Cheap grain. So I was watching the newest episode of The Handmaid's Tale today. Which, I mean, there's a lag. There's a delay, there's a lag on between when I record these and when they go live. So, today's May 18th. If that tells you guys anything what episode I'm talking about. It's quite good. I liked it. It's getting near the end of the story. It's the final season, but ooh, honey at a slightly lower price, bread at a high price. $125 for honey. Guess I'll make my way towards Suno. God, you zoom in and the idiot pathfinding goes right through the forest. It's a good price for honey, especially when someone's already been eaten. Guess I'll buy the pork and olives. 76 and 81. My idiot soldiers, you really need a way to forbid certain foods from being eaten in this game. It's an obvious oversight. Grain sells for a small fortune here. Sell off my grain. Guess my men are eating nothing but cabbage for a little bit. At least their wages will be paid. I'm especially paranoid about insects right this second because I was hiking my brother's mother-in-law. She was all worried about ticks, and indeed it is a bad year after cold winter, I think, for ticks. People get the idea it's mild winters that lead to a lot of ticks. It's actually the opposite. I don't know why, but that's what the evidence shows. You don't have to know why something is true to know it's true. Just the experts say that. Maybe it's because birds eat a lot of ticks. Maybe those birds leave sooner and come back later in years where there's a really cold winter. To be fair, I don't know for sure it would qualify as a really cold winter. It felt like an especially cold one, but well, facts don't care about your feelings. There's some particularly nasty people about this, we'll say. I guess there are regional differences anyways. But only the local weather actually matters for this anyhow. Yeah, it's not that the people saying that stuff, it's not that's wrong, but it's a particularly insensitive way of saying things. People should show more sensitivity to each other. It certainly, especially when it's counterproductive. People are saying that like to MAGA, Trump people, and that's only alienating those people further. It does nothing to convince them of anything. So, why? Stubborn courser. I could give this to one of my party members. Yeah, horses at least, because they increase the number of horses I have in my inventory. They pay off. Who do I want to give the stubborn courser to? I don't think Clethy has the riding skill. Oh, she does. Still, give her the javelins because she's got a lot of throwing skill to actually maybe hit stuff with her javelins. Katrin is the one that has the light lance. Oh no, she doesn't have the skill. Alright, I'm going to pause and rearrange stuff then. See you folks in a sec. And welcome back. Did a little rearranging. Decided I'd keep Clethy with the hunter because, well, AI is not great at using lances. Seems to use javelins alright, but it maybe gets like one counts lance charge, and with the terrain often being uneven, often not even that. Hunter's harder to dismount someone from. It's got lots of health. And then the good old military cleaver for Clethy. Ymir, on the other hand, I gave the courser to. Oh no. Darn it. Ah! For no discernible reason, the game crashed. All that tournament that I got soundly squashed in, and I think it was Dareem. Didn't happen, I guess. The trade routes are in? Not happen. All that effort wasted because this stupid game sometimes crashes, and I can't always remember to save it, and I don't even think it has an autosave function, which can be annoying when games do too often, but this game can't make it do it at all. Bogus. Annoying bogus. I don't know what to say. Other than that's upsetting. Word reaches that local nobles from a village claimed by the Vigirs have been mistreated by their lords from the Khanate. Petition King, why do I care? Though you don't know whether or not the rumors are true, you do know one thing. The seemingly minor incident has raised passions among the King of Vigirs, making it easier for them to go to war against the Kargats. That didn't happen before, but okay. Most frustrating. Still that piece. I suppose that could have memorized trade routes and stuff. I didn't think I'd be needing to repeat any of this though. Unbelievable. This should never have happened. Let's sway back to Courser. Done. A lame Sumter horse. This might recover. It's very cheap. Very, very cheap. Just do a little arranging here. Do have a system. I like the better horses upper left there. Minor thing I didn't before, but you know, makes my party move a little faster when I have a lot of heavy stuff. Trying to speed run all this, sort of. I should sell high. I'll find a better price elsewhere. Probably making some of the same mistakes or worse. Because game can't not crash on me. Oh well. Is bandits again? I don't think these guys ended up even getting hurt. But there was a camp defender, which means it is random, so probably shouldn't risk. Things don't necessarily go the same just because you repeat them. Liberate this village. Get another chance at the Sherman Dream, I guess. If it happens again. Probably save after this. Where are they? Get out of my way. Alright, this time I lost to carry a skirmisher. Darn it. I would have rather not lost that. Oh well. Pork, I'm pretty sure I can't sell for a profit. Well, I can sell them the hides then, though. 74 for the pork. To Dareem. Thought there was a tournament here. Is it randomly? Is there some kind of luck involved? Whether a tournament happens? Still not down here. Let's do a save. Uh, buy the pork so I can sell the bread. Some of the bread, anyways. It's not Dareem. I'm brain not being good at remembering stuff with long COVID. Kind of sucks. Sargoth Uxcall. I guess Uxcall. Cheap grain. Cheap honey. Our need leveled up. Sell the honey. Buy all of grain pork. Remember Marnine leveling up. I might have just missed it before though. Alright. Need to get his riding skill up. I will eventually get better horses for him and others. Also use full for shield. Let's go. Hope him not die. Joy also gives extra weapon proficiency points. Let's go on pole arms. One-handed weapons. He's got a bow fork, soldier's quiver. Two Runs and then Suna. Buy the pork from one to sell them overpriced bread. Price grain too. Save. Briefly stop by a tavern. Guards. Caravan guards. Halt. Oh shit. Odds are not in your favor to aim at first, but there's no shame field now. Oh, freaking. Silent level lane. I would have to leave 13 soldiers behind. Freaking Nords. They were doing so deep in Swadian territory. These guys got throwing axes, unfortunately. And they're all clumped up. Uh, 30 troops against 96. Charge again. It's time to get more Druids. Maybe position my army a little better. It looks like it's essentially the same map. Getting close in that. I do have an archer this time. God, it's doing this bolt where my character just doesn't hit anything anymore. Freaking throwing axes are gonna mess up my horse. It's just me now? Really? I was wounded for falling back. Darn it. Oh, they got me this time. Lost 215 dinars. Taken prisoner. Wait, where are my boots? You've got to be kidding me. They stole my freaking boots. And a shield. The game crashed me before. This should have never happened. Screw this. Fine with living with mistakes, but not when it's because of the computer freaking crashing on me. That's just... and me trying to impatiently redo things. Sell some bread. Buy some fish. Might profit off that and fruit. All right. Name saddle horse. There's a lot of people in the castle right now. He's at Calradia Castle, the king. Huh. He wants to seize a spy. Whoa. What the heck? I didn't choose to skip forward. The game did. What the heck? I might have hit tab because it was being unresponsive once, and now the spy is gone. I really am getting screwed every opportunity here, aren't I? Oh, hostile action. Buy stuff. Right then. No signs of a spy anywhere. He's probably disappeared instantly. Alright, well. But the Proventel guy can't do his stupid quest because the spy is nowhere to be found. This is Bud or something. What is it I was doing it for? Regas. It's gonna be more upset. I fail the quest, I'm pretty sure. We'll get over it. It's not happy when you fail quests. I will. Grain is a little pricey. Mobile wool. This pathfinding really needs to be better about avoiding bad terrain. Villages. Oh, in this game, villages. Ah. So I hate where the realms are always getting fractured. This castle should not belong to Nords, but does, so I have to deal with Nords hang out around it. Whenever I come through. Bunch of rock sergeants. These are high quality infantry. Give the Nords a run for their money. Sorry, Mameluke, ultra heavy infantry. Do carry horse archers. They're cheaper than lancers to maintain. Get all these guys. Cool. Lots of money on soldier upgrades. Let's deal with this guy's army. Shoot, I'm at 58 minutes. I'm going to cut the video. This battle, next one. So wish you all the best. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves. May always find a guiding star to lead you home. I do apologize for the crash and then the rolling back because I was being careless, because I was just irritated trying to get through stuff quick. I do.